So the new rich, the term is not one I'm particularly fond of, which we used for lack of a better option, really. I mean, it gets confused with nouveau riche, which is terrible. But so the new rich only is intended to refer to what I would say constitutes a new class of wealth that depends on abundance of time and mobility just as much as it depends on income. So if we use this as an assumption that some of the issues we addressed earlier are valid, namely that there's more information than attention, and that also, let's just add one more, that income has no practical lifestyle value without time, then you end up having more than just income as currency. And in fact, you would have time, income, and mobility in descending order of importance. So you focus on creating time and income simultaneously, although time takes precedent because it provides value downstream to the income, and then mobility. Mobility, generally, if you have time and income, takes care of itself. What that means is if a member of the financially elite makes $1 million a year, but he or she has been divorced 2 times and has a Lamborghini they put 1,000 miles on per year, and they're working weekends and holidays and evenings and so forth, they are less rich by my definition as someone who makes, let's say, $50,000 a year, understands things like geographical arbitrage and plans, let's just say mini retirements and so forth, so that he or she is, for all intents and purposes, creating a lifestyle from the outside looking in that is more jet set than the first person I mentioned, with 1/100th of the financial assets. And not only that, but they're actively creating an ideal lifestyle in the present tense, which is that does not mean there's no long-term planning. There is, but they're also sampling and redeeming the benefits of what they're doing along the way, as opposed to postponing it for retirement. And that type of deferred life plan based career planning is fundamentally flawed in many different respects, but we don't necessarily have to go into the mathematics. But retirement for most people just doesn't work. If you're even remotely ambitious and intelligent, before you think you're going to work your ass off until, let's say, 50, 60, 70, whatever it might be, cash in your chips and then sail around the world on a boat, letting your nest egg bring in 5 to 10% per year, go to St. Martin and rent a sailboat and go on the boat for 5 days, and you'll realize pretty quickly that it's extremely boring.